Hey folks, it's Ive Prepper here, and I want to do just a quick video on my reintroduction. In other words, what that means is I did an introduction sometime in June or July when I first started YouTube, and I actually want to go back and redo that. And the reason I want to do that is because since then I've learned a lot and I've kind of changed a bit. Originally, what I had said I wanted to do, the reason I was on YouTube, was post to the YouTube community, specifically the prepper community, what I had learned from the other preppers out there and how I applied it, etc. Well, what I learned was since 9/11, we were actually in New York. I was a prepper. During 9/11, we actually went out, after 9/11 we went out, we purchased everything, we had a pretty good stock, and we continued to do that. We continued to have supplies on hand so that if something were to happen, we would be okay. We could sustain ourselves or shelter in place for a little while. Well, you know what? It took me a little while doing videos to realize that I had been a prepper. I just didn't call myself a prepper, and probably wasn't a prepper to the degree that I am now. We're pretty well stocked right now. We could shelter in place pretty easily for 6 months. I probably couldn't have done that back in the time of 9/11 in 2001. But it's been a great journey. I've learned a lot from a lot of the preppers out there. I've met a lot of friends. And I know I'm going to meet even more friends out there as well. So just thinking about it, you know, I'm glad to be part of the YouTube community, the prepper community. I hope to actually meet some of you out there face to face. That would be phenomenal. And I'm going to share a few more thoughts with you. Oh, by the way, I'm out here fishing, and not really fishing. I just threw a bobber in the water and really don't care if I catch anything. Just out here for this fun of it, just to be outdoors and enjoy myself. So what have I learned? Number one is the survival triangle, which I did in a previous video. Remember, you have food, water, shelter, heat, and protection. Then you have energy in there to sustain all those, as well as experience. And I've learned that for me that's become very important to prepare for all those different corners of the triangle, as well as have the experience to do those and carry them out. The other thing is what I've learned, and I've watched a lot of videos from the other preppers out there, is, you know, we prep to take care of our family, our groups, our families, etc. But where applicable and possible, you got to take care of others. You can't do it selfishly and hope to get good results. The reason you can is because you always depend on others. In an SHTF situation, you'll probably form a group, a clan, you know, or some kind of team to protect yourself and take care of one another. So that's extremely important. Sorry if I keep starting and stopping. Every time that little bobber moves, I think I got a fish, and guess what? I don't. The other thing I really focus on, I've learned that's changed me from the first time I did my introduction, is redundancy. Now, if our primary heat goes out, we have secondary heat and propane, and we also have a third source of heat, which is a wood stove. So that's very positive for us. As far as food, we have both short-term and long-term food. What I consider short-term food is basically our MREs, and I think they give you 3,200 calories, and that's, you know, for a very short-term situation. We also have the long-term food, beans, wheat, rice, etc. So, you know, we've had that in place, and it just took me a while to realize that, yeah, that's really a prepper. That's what preppers do. And the fourth and final thing that I've learned is I've learned to be very silent about being a prepper. The YouTube community is great because we can be open, we can share. But there are a lot of people out there that think it's kind of freakish in that you're preparing for the end of the world. And in my case, I'm not. I'm preparing for an unforeseen event, you know, a hurricane, flood, earthquake, etc. But they don't see it that way. Once again, they see it as, okay, you're preparing for the end of the world, you're a freak. So, you know, being a professional, I do have to kind of be selective on who I talk to about it. And frankly, where I'm at, there's not too many preppers. That's why that I know of, I should say. That's why I enjoy the YouTube community. So, you know, I'm just sharing with you how I've changed, you know, since I've done those videos beginning in June or July when I became a member of YouTube. And basically want to thank the prepper community on YouTube. I've learned a lot. Got a long way to go, but you know what? I am a prepper and proud of it. So this is Iron Prepper saying thanks and have a great day.